Yo, what is up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video where today we are going to be looking at a powerful meta double steal team submitted by Chris R. Martin here in the Ultra League. And right off the bat, Chris wasn't lying because he told me in his submission that he gets some pretty epic wins and we should be hopefully in store for a treat. And we saw right off the bat, catching the Dragon Claw there, calling another Dragon Claw. Oh my gosh, just in this opponent's head right now. And this opposing Dragonite is well within Focus Blast range, so doesn't even need to bother going for the Zap Cannon. Will we finally see a shield come up for the third time? And we will. The opponent finally went for the superpower. They have got to be debating top lefting this game at this point. The switch timer is back up, so could have even potentially sniped with Dragonite, but just seems content letting Registeel go down. And do you even go for a mud shot down? No, it's a little too bold. Goes for the Dragon Breath down. Uh-oh. Invisible Pokemon alert. Invisible Pokemon alert. Can Chris Martin still overcome the invisible Pokemon glitch? Oh, it's a Regirockin back. I think Jeeves can do it even without seeing. You don't need to see to believe. As the Rock Slide is going to be unleashed here, you don't even need to shield the Regirock. Even if this is focus. Oh, my bad. Shields are gone. We shielded the Overheat. That's right. Focus Blast not going to be enough to KO. Gets the Mud Shot down and can simply go for the Earthquake, which should nearly one-shot the Weezing. This will probably put it in the red. Boom! Combo play. Superpower for the exclamation point. That's a knockout punch from the Dragonite. And what a way to start the video. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff, trainer. You see Chris R. Martin has hit the legend rank this season. So a very good battler. And pretty favorable matchup here. Registeel against Mandibuzz. This used to be, I think Mandibuzz used to win this matchup before Registeel got access to Zap Cannon. And now it becomes very favorable for Registeel because you can pretty much two-shot the Mandibuzz here. Versus before, I think like 3 Flash Cannons wasn't enough to knock out Mandibuzz. So just a good showing of one of the matchups that Registeel became so much more dominant against with the addition of Zap Cannon. Mandibuzz so spammy though, going to get off a third Dark Pulse here, putting Registeel relatively low. Going for the Blast, this might not even KO, and he's going to undercharge it and go for the extra farm. Mandibuzz will reach a Dark Pulse, but Chris may be thinking he lives it, and he does. And he comes out with a move and gives his opponent very minimal farm. This is like the perfect scenario. Opponent does come in with a Weezing, so Weezing will get several fairy wins here. But that's totally fine. You just let it get all the fairy wins in the world, because as long as you keep your alignment here, you're in a pretty good spot. I think you're perfectly fine taking the Overheat, because you know it's debuffed, and as long as you save 2 shields for Dragonite, Dragonite should be able to clean up this Jellicent with relative ease. I guess if Jellicent like double baits, maybe Jellicent could flip this, but you see the Dragon Breath's just chunking over time, and Dragonite's going to call calls the Surf Bait. Unreal. I've been running a lot of Dragonite myself, so you might see multiple Dragonite videos this week. And we see a shield come up from Jellicent. Surfs up, dude. But that's not going to KO the Dragonite. And this poor little jellyfish is in a nightmare right now. Just can't seem to make the correct read. Loses the charge move priority. Actually, it wasn't a charge move priority. But now Jellicent lands the Surf. Does eventually knock out the D-Knight. Oh, no. Dude, it's doing it again. Yo, Chris, does it do this like every game for you? Invisible Pokemon are not enough to overcome the Dragonite double steal team. Dude, maybe that could be the title I was going to go with like heavy metal team for double steal. I thought that sounded cool, but maybe like heavy metal team beats invisible Pokemon. I don't know. Dragonite versus Giratina. Tried to maybe catch a Dragon Claw. Unsuccessful, but yo, this Giratina has to be over 100 energy by now. What the heck? What are they farming to? Okay, I see. So I think there, just a quick little analysis, like, I think the opponent's thought process was they're going to store this energy and wait for Registeel to throw. But in doing so, they kind of wasted energy because they went over 100. So I think if you're the opponent, you're better off like throwing a Shadow Sneak there and then taking a move and then swapping. But I understand their thought process, if I am correct. Oh my goodness gracious. Registeel lives the Sacred Sword to get off the Focus Blast. Boom, gonna take back switch advantage. And now Stunfisk can probably use to absorb all this energy. Yeah, they might have just blind Dragon Clawed here as well. Yes, they did. Stunfisk laughs, and now you've got Dragonite in a better matchup here. I guess it does fine against Giratina as well, but favorable matchup here for Dragonite since you resist the counters, can dish out neutral damage. Oh, it is the Obstruct version, though, so Obstagoon can probably shield and now win this matchup. We'll see how this plays out. You just... Oh, they're not shielding. I feel like they have to be shielding to get rid of the Stunfisk. Huh. I guess they'd rather just lose than shield a Dragon Claw bait. Another Dragon Claw coming through. I'm so confused. I am very confused and perplexed by this this opposing trainer's plays. Does land the Shadow Force, so I guess that's why they were storing so much energy before. But unfortunately, Shadow Force isn't like the greatest move in the world. Someone educate me. Is Shadow Force 100 energy? I've used it myself. I forget. Is it like legit? Isn't it like legit 100 energy? I've like used it and I still forget. Oh my god, no shielding? Oh, never mind. I forgot the Dragonite was still there. I was like, bro, Chris, getting a little bit greedy here. But not so much. As long as he saved the shield for Dragonite. He was safe. Another nice win. And it's on to the next one. Look at that trainer's name. How the heck would I say it? Imagine if they submitted a video. How the heck would I pronounce that name? Let me know in the comments. Staying in here. Probably going to let the first one go. And now you can get off your superpower at some point. Gets it off here. Do we see a switch out afterwards? No. Oh, yes, we do. And the catch onto his own G-Fisk. This is one of those teams as well, right? You kind of have to swap out eventually to lure out the steel counter. And luring out the Trevenant is pretty nice here. I'd be surprised if the back Pokemon is also good against Reggie, because we've already seen like 2 Reggie counters on this opposing team. So I would think the back Pokemon is probably another thing that can beat fighters. And maybe Reggie will have a good matchup. I could see it being like a Cresselia or maybe some type of flyer. Let's see. Move coming through. Seed Bomb should just about KO from here, I would think. Oh, they go for Shadow Ball to be safe. Dragonite comes in, gets the full Dragon Breath down. Very nice. And it's Giratina. Okay. G-Fist double Ghost for the opponent. And landing that Claw is huge. This is awkward, though. This is awkward. Going for the Zap Cannon. I like it. Gonna try and get the debuff, and they probably shield. Yeah, they shield. I think you still shield. Earthquake's gonna deal more damage than anything else. Shield at the last second. Are we gonna see another Zap Cannon here? No, just going for the blast this time. What's the opponent gonna do? They're gonna shield again. So you can shield Reggie again, and your switch timer should be up in just a moment. Calls the rocks like, bro, Chris, How are you reading people's minds, bro? What the heck, dude? Calls it correctly. Gonna get off the zap here. And where the heck do you use your Dragonite now? Because Giratina has energy. Gets the debuff, very nice. I guess you just never use the Dragonite? Or you just take out Gira and then use it? Oh my gosh. They must have like Ancient Power or something. No charge move pressure at all from this Giratina. So with this moveset, I'm sure Registeel actually wins this matchup. And now Gira's so low. Now you probably swap the Dragonite. Yep. There goes D-Knight. Almost out of move. And D-Knight's going to beat the G-Fisk. Very well played. That is a 4-0 start. Roy Dan, the next opponent. Like Roy Kent. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. Roy Kent. If you get that reference, let me know. Shadow A9 going to be chunking away here against Reggie. I don't know why I phrased it that way. Like, it's not chunking very much at all. Registeel is going to resist these charms. It's not very much threatened by these charms. I wouldn't describe that as chunking. I would maybe like slightly chipping away. And another Weather Ball is going to come through. Not very threatening. I don't know if you bother undercharging. Chris Martin is going to undercharge. I just think you want to be careful not to like allow them to save this. I guess they don't want to give up Switch and Switch lock themselves, so maybe this is best case scenario. I take it back. Because you take another one, giving the opponent less farm. But this Gira farming all the way down could be a little bit menacing. No debuff. Does he get to another? Oh my gosh, Registeel, dude. It is so busted sometimes. Lands 2 Zap Cannons, gets the debuff. Actually comes in with D-Knight. Did we see the third Pokemon yet? Sylveon. Oh, anticipating double charm. Makes sense. Bro, Chris R. Martin is just like on another level right now. He's making all the reads. And he's playing the game. I'm not even playing. I'm just commentating. And he's seeing things that I'm not seeing. Sylveon. Going to Moonblast the G-Fist. That does some nice damage, actually. Despite being resisted. Powerful move. Earthquake. Lands. And now you can probably go straight Rock Slide. But still throwing on good timing. Very nice. Just got to get rid of the Sylveon. And that Giratina's been chipped so much. That should be in a pretty good spot. Now you just got to be a little bit conscious of the catch or the combo play from the opponent. Okay. I guess you don't have to be conscious of it because they're just leaving the game. Nice win. Very commanding and convincing wins in a lot of these games. Great lead. Dragonite versus Swampert. They swap into Drapion. And this is a very solid matchup for G-Fisk. It does appear they have Aqua Tail. I think that was only 4. I'm wrong. That was 5. Defense fell. Not ideal. But Galarian Stunfisk should still be fine here. Earthquake pretty much one-shots. Boom! Even better than one-shot in a sense. Gives him the extra farm here. Another Crunch lands. But Drapion doesn't reach a third. And now you're even going to get off an Earthquake here, which will do some considerable damage. I don't know if Swampert bothers shielding, since Swampert knows there's a Dragonite waiting. Swampert allows G-Fisk to get to the Rock Slide. And doesn't want to shield. Yeah, if you just come in with Dragonite, you might even snipe the Swampert before it can leave. No, not quite, but quick reflexes here. So might... Oh, okay. Opponent's out of there. Pretty much over. Opponent would have had to make some crazy, like, catch after expending 2 shields to have a chance there, so I don't mind the top left from the opponent. Perhaps a tad early. Both trainers trying to catch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Luckily, he's in a good matchup here, but he's got the invisible Pokemon glitch. Lands the Zap Cannon. You don't need to shield, really, after the debuff. Because you take this Earthquake no problem. Doesn't even do 50%. That's crazy. Go for another Zap, maybe? No, going for the Blast instead. I wouldn't have hated a Zap, because now the Earthquake kind of threatens to KO. If you Zap and get another debuff, you could probably tank it. Does Walrein bait? Bro. Why do I even ask? Chris Martin just knows. Okay. Finally. I don't want to be a hater, but I'm like almost glad he finally got one wrong. Because he was literally calling every single bait or non-bait correctly. That looked like a charge move priority against the opposing Dragonite. That's not visible, bro. We totally have to mention this in the title now. Double Steel or Heavy Metal. Too strong. Beats invisible Pokemon. Oh my goodness gracious. What a crazy video. By the way, as we enter this next game, if you're still watching, I am actually, by the time this goes live, going to be traveling to Jupiter, Florida today on Wednesday, May 10th. So, I kind of wanted to do Tapu Fini Raid Hour. I'm not sure if I'll be able to or if my friends will have plans and we'll like be going somewhere. But if anybody happens to be from the Jupiter, Florida area and wants to let me know like a good spot where people do in-person Raid Hour, I would totally be down to meet up with some people. So yeah, let me know. Hence the like Hawaiian shirt I'll be rocking. I got some of these types of shirts for a 5-day trip in Florida. It'll be nice and warm. But anyway, Meganium gonna take out Reggie. Dragonite has a move loaded. What was the lead again? It was Charizard. Charizard comes in. Man, Charizard's kind of tough for this team if you're not careful. Like, Charizard with energy just kind of runs through everything. But I guess you still have to swap to lure out, like, the Steel Answer. So maybe that's why he swapped. I think you can take one here. Get off your Claw. Claw will threaten to nearly knock out the Charizard from this range. Swap into G-Fisk met by Scrafty, and this looks like it's pretty much game over. But we'll see. We'll see if there's some win con that I'm not seeing. I just feel like by the time Scrafty wins this matchup, it's going to be all ramped up. And it might even take out the Dragonite on its own. And then Charizard's still there that you got to deal with. So I just don't see a way out of this. Shields. Oh, and they go for Foul Play. Is that a way out of this? Is that a way out of this? Because this will KO. And do you like catch a Blast Burn or something? Oh my god. Oh my god. No way, dude. Caught a Claw. No way, dude. What? Bro. Oh, what a win, dude. Holy guacamole. I think the Scrafty could have just gone straight Pup. Or am I wrong? I feel like if the Scrafty just goes straight Pup, it probably wins, but maybe I'm wrong. We see the catch here on the Dragon Claw. Beautifully done. Dragonite doesn't have to swap here yet, because you do outpace to the superpower. So it's kind of a safe superpower and dip if you're Dragonite. Then maybe swap to something that can take this move better. Boom, superpower lands. And there's the Swampert. The thing is, though, he does lure out the Swampert, and now Dragonite should be able to clean it up. And G-Fisk might be able to sweep it back. Yeah, you definitely just let this go. Swampert did overfarm, but Dragonite has a move almost. So yeah, I love throwing the move here before Swampert gets off its Hydro. Dragon Claw connects. Can you let this go and Mudshot down? It'll be close if Swampy can get to a move. Oh, but the extra Dragon Breaths are going to help the Mudshot down. Walrein, okay. So not completely over. Since Walrein can threaten G-Fisk a little bit in this matchup. I don't think 2 Rock Slides is quite enough in Ultra. Yeah, but eventually maybe 2 Rock Slides plus the Mudshots is all you need. Wow, correctly shields the Earthquake. That's massive. That is massive. Going for another rock slide here. We'll probably start getting shields. Because it's kind of like, what else are you going to shield if you're Walrein? Another rock slide coming through. And as you see, the mud shots have added up to the point where Walrein's almost in rock slide range now. Another move coming through. The opponent still has that Dragonite as well and does successfully bait the Icicle Spear. Oh, we see the catch attempt, but G-Fisk is able to double up. And this rock slide against the Walrein should just about knock out. I think it might knock out from here after so many mud shots. And it does. Beautiful win. Dandelion's Blue. Here we see D-Knight into Jelly. I like this matchup as D-Knight because, oh, it actually catches a potential Shadow Ball or Surf here. Is the Shadow Ball. Ooh, Nidoqueen, though. This is not great. Nidoqueen not threatened by these charge moves from Reggie. And we see Chris Martin, very popular, getting mentioned in Facebook comments. And now Nidoqueen gonna go for the Earth Power. We actually see a shield. The Focus Blast did around like 40%. So the lock-ons plus Focus Blast do actually start to threaten here. Are we gonna see a double shield? No. Gonna let it go this time. Does knock out. And gonna go for a big mud shot down. I like this play. Nidoqueen does get off a Poison Fang here. I was wrong. And down 2 shields. This looks pretty tough. That Jelly is still there. Dragonite's still so healthy, though. That Dragonite can put in a lot of work here. I don't expect Scrafty to shield this. Shadow Ball won't quite knock out, but it will deal a lot of damage. It might knock out plus, like, the extra hexes. Yeah, I expect Dragonite to live, but probably be within like 2 or 3 hexes of going down. 3 hexes. I think could have got off that claw, right? But maybe just committing to fast moves at this point. Bubble Beam, bruh. Oh, I guess he felt like he needed the farm to have a chance. But now he's debuffed. Yeah, there's just no way, right? I said that once before against the Scrafty. I feel like the only win con... Bruh. Acid Spray. I feel like the only win con is Scrafty flexing the no shield here. Yeah. I would... Like, the bait makes sense because they have to shield, but... I think you just go for the win con. Because even if they shield it like they did, right? You still lose. So maybe just go for the Earthquake through the shield as the only win con. But oh my goodness gracious, dude. Insane plays, insane team, insane everything from Chris R. Martin. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know any Jupiter, Florida residents. If you've got a place for a raid hour, hit me up on social media. I might not check the YouTube comments like super quickly. So if you do see that and you have like a raid hour place, let me know on socials. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, comment down below. I'm talking really fast, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.